Okay, today's tutorial, Blender tutorial, we're gonna make a talladega fender for the Peterbilt 389. Let me see if I can find a photo. Um, we're gonna make these custom fenders from the side view. These are flat fenders. The side of the fenders are flat. These are custom fenders, custom talladega fenders, made in Alabama, something like that. Anyways, what you want to do is delete the default cube, going right orthographic view, press N, background image, able that, add image, find the folder that I'll be uploading, desktop, yes, product image. Okay, now, so what you're gonna do is go to create over here, create a cylinder, let's rotate it on the y-axis by at 90 degrees, but just press RY and then type 90. And what you do now is go into wireframe mode and zoom, scale it up to about there, then pull it over here and edit mode, go into edit mode, grab it, make sure this vertex right here is right here, so grab that, put it right there, and then press C, press A to unhide all, and press C and right click along the vertexes. Don't select this vertex right here, do not. If you select it, you can hold down the middle mouse button to unselect it and delete. What you do now is press X and delete vertex, then press C or A and press E to extrude and grab it, extrude and pull it up. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to go around the fender to make the curve. So fix it up. You don't want to make them to the space between the vertexes too long, or else it come out square. So extrude, need to extrude, remember, and pull it around, key left click and right click, extrude, grab, pull it right here, extrude, grab, pull it right here. Don't worry, if it looks messy, you can always fix it up. Extrude, grab, extrude, grab. Remember, don't let the spaces between the vertexes be too big. Grab, extrude, and grab. You can skip this part of the tutorial further out. Extrude, and right click, and G to grab, extrude, grab, Remember, just don't let the gaps be too big. It also look ugly and square. You know, like when you see some people's mods and it's not fully smooth, and then you see the lines, the vertex lines look square and messy. Now not that I'm any good at this, but you always want to try to make your mods look good so people like Fuller or whatever his name is don't bash your mods. The guys who don't make mods end up complaining about, oh, it's not this quality and mod like this and whatever. You're getting the free mod. Chill. Okay, so remember, make sure you're almost done. Don't care about the positioning. Now down here you can extrude again. Extrude. Okay. Now what you're gonna do now is use the middle mouse button to pan the view, pan into the view, highlight the vertexes on the left side, highlight these set of vertexes here. And you're gonna press E to extrude, and you're gonna scale it down. You're gonna scale it down. Ignore the curve here. The fender that I'm making has a flat end, and you always want to fix these parts first. The end parts, fix these up first, and you can use these and follow along. Trying to make this tutorial short as possible, so I don't have to edit it or doing this. By the way, I'm not gonna give you guys the 3D model, so stop asking. Do it yourself. Learn how to make 3D model. To do 3D modeling is not that hard. I started in January. Stop complaining. Blender is free. Extra vertex here. Finish vertex. Remove double. Oh, there's a lot of extra vertexes here. Anyway, that's got rid of now. Just follow along this line. You see. Grab and grab. Let's go right along the line. No need to be afraid. Grab and pull. Oh, if you're going this far and I haven't told you, it's G to grab. You just press G once, click the vertex, press G once to grab, and left click to complete the action. Grab it, and pull it down there. Grab it. You can use this method to make any other fenders you like, even the the rear axle fender. This is a front axle fender. Don't worry about this part right here. Sometimes you don't even have to fix it up, it looks okay. Listen, if you're an OCD freak, you can always make it look neat. No harm done. Pick a line. Is either you're going to use this white line right here, or you're going to use this black line right here. But pick one. Don't choose white and then you're using the black line and whatever. Just pick one. It doesn't. If you use both of them, it's going to look uneven and messy and ugly. So just see, the fender is almost done. The fender is practically done. Forgot the normals. Normals are always a problem. Okay, so just like I showed you in the other tutorial, if you have these black ugly looking lines, just select them one by one. Just select them wherever they are and then just flip them. If you don't flip them and you export them into ZModeler or Blender tutorial, they're gonna be see-through. You're gonna be able to look through them. It doesn't matter right because I'm going to use yes, it does matter right now. Because when I use the Sudify modifier, it's gonna pop up all over the place. It's gonna go all over mesh. Flip. Okay, we're good now. Don't worry about the underside. Well, if you flip it, this side will go outside, so that's how it should be. Okay, now so you're gonna click the bottom vertex right here. And you're gonna press Control. You see, it's gonna do this. So what you're gonna do is Control and Z, and click right here. And click holding Control. While holding Control, you just click along. Now what you're gonna do now is Control and B. You're gonna see this string attached to your mouse. You're gonna pull it whichever way you want to pull it. Control and B. You're gonna scroll the mouse wheel. You need a mouse to do this. To however length you want it to, but make sure you scroll the mouse wheel 4 or 3 times, whichever one suits you. This one, you can make it as big as you want it, or you can make it as small as you want it. It's your fender. You do whatever you want. That's the thing about 3D modeling and modding. This is the most important part of the fender. This side is basically, you don't really give a shit about it. So press 7. We're just gonna pull this down a bit. You can scale it when you export. Just pull it down to the green line. Boom. The fender is done. But if you want, let me show you a trick now. Say, let me just save this file. No, it's not finished yet. It's not finished yet. There's one more thing I have to do. So file, save as this, it's random. Just save it anywhere on your PC, doesn't matter. Okay. Say you want this part instead of, I want this fender flat, but say I want it to be curved. I want this part to be curved instead of flat, like the original design. You're gonna press a Control and R and add a loop cut, one single one, and press. Make sure it's centered. Don't move the mouse. Do it again. Control and R, and then click, don't move the mouse. Then press Control and B to bevel, and then just put in about 4. So didn't do that last time. Let's see, put. Oh no, that's wrong. Yeah, Control and B. Go back with a single loop cut and then pull it out to how much you want the curve to be, and then press Control and B, then pull it down, and then add the loop, Control and B, and boom, you now have a rounded edge fenders. Now these were the lines I was talking about. Now how to get rid of these lines, you're gonna go to, no wait, let me just finish the fender. Let's complete it. It's actually finished now, so you go add modifier, then you're gonna go to certify. Boom, it's gonna give the fender the thickness. So let's disable it first and show you how it looks. The fender looks really thin. It's like a sheet of paper. So now you're gonna go back to certify and add it. Then you're gonna use this and then click it to how thick you want the fender to be. Assume that is a fiberglass fender. You want it very thick. See? The original thickness of the fender. So the fender is finished now. So you can, after doing the certify modifier, apply it, then you're gonna go to tools and smooth the fender. Now it's gonna look a little darkish grayish or whatever, and it looks kind of dull. You're gonna go to edge split, and boom, the fender is completed and it's looking fabulous. Now how you get the other fender is, this part is very easy. You go to add modifier, mirror, select the axis which you want the fender to be on. You want it on the Z axis, then you're gonna go, or Z axis, whichever one. Make sure clipping is disabled, then you pull. You select all. Where's that? Oh, global. Make sure this is always at global. Yes, pull it out, and boom, you have the 389 or the 379 fenders by Talladega. Now, I'm gonna do a render shot of this fender to put on YouTube as in the thumbnail. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into side view and pull this part of the fender up to here, and then we're gonna go to the mesh. I'm gonna go into press 7 and go into top orthographic view, and you're going to go to mesh UV unwrap project from view. And you're gonna pull these little arrows in the corner right here. And you're gonna go down to this box right here where it says 3D view. And you're gonna look for UV image editor. Then you're gonna yeah, I want to pinstripe my fenders, make them have a pinstripe look to it. So I'm gonna go to here and click new. No, don't click new. Open. Push that bar over and look for open. Look for the pinstripe that I downloaded, and I'm not gonna upload this one. Now you're gonna go click this button right here beside the edit button and select the modes. And now you have wireframe and solid, texture and material and render, whatever. Just click texture. Boom. And then I'm gonna select this and put it over here. And scale it up. Make sure that it fits in between these lines so that it goes all the way around the fender. I'm gonna click the isolate button so I can see it better. The isolate button is beside your num lock. It's the backslash or the forward slash, whichever one it is. Press that button and you'll see it. And press it again to go back into regular view. See, I'm very pleased with how the texturing looks. Okay, now, so I'm going to go back into regular mode. Then you're going to go into, let's put it back to solid. Now what you're going to do now is, well, we're done texturing, so you're going to pull this over until you see the arrow point, this arrow pointing right here. Then you're going to pull this, press N to get rid of that. Should have done that a long time ago. Then you're going to go to the texture ball right here. Then you're going to click new. Then you're going to, no, not the material ball, sorry about that. Then you're going to click the texture. That's this thing right here. Then you're going to click new. Make sure this is at type is at image or movie. Then you're going to go to click this bar because you already imported the image into Blender. So you're going to click the image that you already imported to Blender, and boom, you're done. Now, to get the cursor back into the center, you're going to press Shift and S, and cursor